Alright, so we are officially 18 months after the release of Dragon's Dogma 2 now. Summer Game Fest and Tokyo Game Show came and went by, without any mention of an expansion or any kind of content coming for Dragon's Dogma anytime soon. The last update for the game was rolled out on the 9th of April, and this also marked the last X post from Capcom ever since. We actually did get a minor update as late as June, but they didn't deem it worthy to be mentioned over on X. For good reason. And looking back at the major updates released for the game since launch, we get a clearer picture of the actual state of the game and what is still missing. On the 29th of March, we got one of the first big patches after launch, an option to start a new game even if save data exists. Art of Metamorphosis item count changed to 99, and the place to call home quest becomes available earlier. On PS5 we got toggles for motion blur, ray tracing and 30 FPS cap. For PC we got improvements to DLSS super resolution and fixes for display and model issues. Then on the 25th of April, they rolled out a broadly scoped patch focusing on core systems and NPC pawn behavior. They reduced the frequency of Dragon's Plague infection, and with clearer visual signs, pawn behavior improvements, making them less likely to fall off cliffs, and fixes the minimap, so that already looted chests are not showing anymore. They added an option to zoom in on faces in dialogue and UI screens, and fixed the jail bug when fighting inside towns, and glitches in escort quests and character edit transitions. Later, on the 27th of June, we got one of the more featureful patches with big quality of life additions. An add sell from storage function, which is pretty nice, and equip armor from storage function was added. They increased per item storage cap from 99 to 999, and graphics settings additions for console with low, high, and settings. They also added some hair display fixes and CPU overload issues in heavy scenes. And finally, a major quality of life and accessibility update was released on the 17th of September. Here they introduced casual mode, which softens difficulty and lowers cost and stamina usage. They added a port crystal to back baton for faster travel, and added the Sovereign Armor set, which is probably the coolest set in the game now. Pawn's idle animations and additional movement dash animations was added, and the main pawn can now be revived infinitely at the Forgotten Rift Stones. They also included some performance improvements and crash reduction, CPU load fixes and balancing tweaks to vocations and weapons. But sadly, this was the first and last update of this size, and we haven't really gotten any substantial patches ever since then, and that's over a year ago. Now, on the other side, these are the most important features the community have asked for since launch that is still missing. Number 1, hard mode and higher difficulty. Number 2, more endgame content. Number 3, greater gear and armor variety. Players want a transmog system, dice, and more outfits and better cosmetic options. Number 4, missing quality of life features. There is still only one save file. Number 5, many players have voiced the need for multiplayer or co-op. Number 6, respawning chests and exploration incentives. Currently, chests don't respawn like they did in the first game. Number 7, additional vocations, weapons, and skills. Number 8, PC optimization, and a desire for broader DLSS support and better CPU usage optimization. Number 9, an expansion of course, and data mining the game hints at unreleased content like boss rush mode and new zones. And finally number 10, new regions, e.g. the Moon area. Longtime fans hope for creating new zones, especially the rumored Moon area or similar exotic locations. Out of these 10, I would argue that at least these 3 would be reasonable expectations from the community that should have been prioritized by Capcom even without any plans for a DLC where these could be implemented. It's truly hard to defend Capcom at this point or make explanations for why these features are not added yet for all platforms. Of course, many of these features and extra content can be acquired now on PC, but console players are still left in the dark and have a vastly different gaming experience now in 2025 compared to PC. If you can, I would highly recommend getting a low-end PC setup. With all the performance improvements since launch and with the addition of mods, you can get away with weaker graphics cards with the current state of the game on PC. Also, the modding community have during the last months taken huge leaps in progress when it comes to adding new enemy movesets, variants and skills. And Nick Esponia and Murakas Hardis are in the forefront when it comes to understanding the RE engine as of today. I talked a bit about what they have achieved so far in this video, and if you're on PC, I highly recommend you check it out. So, to answer the question, is this the end for Dragon's Dogma 2? No, this is the beginning.